Hey guys, welcome back to GB Studios, and in this new video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this awesome logo which can be used for your business using only PIXELLAB. Isn't that amazing? So what we're going to do is let's delete this layer first. So we want to start all over from the beginning, so let's delete. Okay, so we want to create a new one, so let's exit. Okay, tap it again. Okay, so now delete it. So this is our new beginning. Now the first step is to tap your plus icon and tap text. Now drag this text using your hand to the middle. Now tap the pencil icon, as you can see, then tap the other pencil again. So remove everything. Now as you can see, my own logo is JB. That stands for like JB Studios. So in this case, now put the first letter, so it's J. You can use any of your letters depending on what you want to use. Now since this is a text, you're going to look for A. As you can see, I'm in A now, so you're going to see all these different styles and options. So the next step is to increase the size, and you see what they call size here. Now increase it to about, yeah, let's say 150. So press good. Now let's change the fonts. So you see where they call fonts. Now tap it. Now in fonts, you see this is the third font. Is Abril Fat Face Regular. Just look for it and tap it once. I may do that. You see it has changed the font to this amazing one. So the next step to do is to change the color to black. So look for color. Okay, as you can see, I've seen color. Tap it and tap the black. Okay, next step is to tap. Okay, now you see where they wrote copy, so copy it. Now as you can see, now tap the pencil icon and tap the pencil again. Now change it to the other text, like my own is B, so I'm going to use B. So as you can see, now the next step is to drag it so that it touches the J to add more style to it, as you can see. So I'm just trying to position it perfectly. Okay, this is good. I'm just trying to rush this video. Okay, now this is what your own is going to look like. The next step is to tap the plus icon and tap shapes. Now tap. Okay, let's see for diamond. As you can see, you see diamond. Now let's lower it, as you can see, but not too much. Just follow my steps so it will be good. As you can see, just trying to. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Okay, let's say here. Go. So now the next step is to, okay, now this is not a text, right? So you see another one, just the one before, after the text. Now come here and look for rotate, as you can see. Now let's rotate it to an angle that will fit it. Maybe, okay, let's leave it in, let's say 40, or let's say something like 35. Okay, now let's go to position and move it. Let's see whether it fits it, because we want it to fit it perfectly. Okay, so now let's reduce it, bring down a little bit, move it again. Just trying to make it look a little bit perfect. Okay, but nothing is perfect, right? So now let's change the diamond, like the shape, to black. Let's change the color to black. So you see color. Now enable it and put it on black. Okay, now this is what your own is supposed to look like. If you want it like that, please just try again or something. Now tap the plus icon and tap shapes again. Now lower it until you can't lower it again. This is the minimum size you can get. So this is it. As you can see, so thin, and it's even hard for me to tap it, but maybe can. So this is it now. Now let's check our diamond, how we rotate it. So in case you forgot, as you can see, put it in an angle of 35 degrees. Now put the line also in an angle of 35 degrees, so it's in the same angle. So okay, 35, that was our aim now. As you can see, now let's position it so that it's in the middle of the diamond. So go to position. Okay, let's move it so that it is exactly in the middle of the diamond. As you can see, let's put this here. Okay, let's put it down a little bit and move it. So let's check right now. Okay, let's move it a little bit more into position. So you can see, okay, now this is perfect. Now let's merge all these layers. As you can see, let me show you how to merge them. First, inside this icon, you can see. Now you see under this, you see two icons. Okay. Now tap the good, like you see good and bad icon. Just tap it. Now tap this four. Okay. Now, okay. Let me try and use my like my brush so that it's more clear. Okay. So now tap here. Okay, now that's good. Here. And now you see, are you sure you want to merge the selected layers? Now tap OK. And all of them merge. Now as you can see now, okay, let's see, look at how it is right now. So as you can see, this is how everything is supposed to look like. Now head over to erase color. Now tap erase color. Now enable it, and now you see that white has gone, and it has also separated the diamond into two. Isn't that amazing? Now to remove some white parts, just increase the tolerance to 70 all the way. Now tap good, and as you can see, this is how it's going to look neat. As you can see, now the next step is to like tap this. Let's just reduce the size a little bit. Okay, so something like this. Okay, try put it in the middle, maybe. Okay. Now the next step, so this is where I tap the plus icon. Now tap it. Now tap text. Okay. Tap text. Or let's do something instead. Now tap shapes, in this case, sharp shapes. Now check to a circle. As you can see, there's a circle. I just tapped here. Just tap it once and it will take you here. Now see circle, just tap it. Now lower the opacity to 0. Now scroll down more and you see stroke. Now this is the stroke width. Let's put it 10. As you can see, let's put it 10. So now let's increase it a little bit. Okay, just increase it and position it to your desire. So let's leave the position. Okay, so let's just make it a little bit perfect. So the next step is to duplicate this, like with copy and now increase size. Now this is too thick, so let's just go to edit. As you can see, now the stroke, put it to 8. So now this is now increase the size. Okay, now let's go to position and position it in such a way is exactly all the way. Okay, now this is perfect. Now the next step, okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay. Now the next step, right, is to tap the plus icon again and tap shapes. We're just gonna do the same thing to erase some color. So drag it all the way. Now lower it this way. Not too big, not too small. So just like this. So when you're done with it, it's supposed to look like this. Now let's put it exactly in the middle with position. Okay, so just position the way that it should be exactly in the middle. So now, okay, Now let's merge all the layers except for the JB, right? So just these three layers. Remember how to merge, just merge them. Okay, now this is how it's supposed to look. Now go to erase color again and then enable it. As you can see, it has erased the white inside and also part of the circle to look more accurate. So the next step is to tap the icon and tap shapes all over again. Now this is our square and we need it. So what we're going to do is that you're going to reduce it like this because we want it to be the exact same size with the two circles. As you can see from what I'm doing here, we want it to be the same length with this two sides, as you can see. So I'm just trying to position it in a way that it is, but let's say a little bit bigger, like the way I've just did now. This is perfect. Now let's reduce it like this. As you can see, follow all my steps accurately so you can understand. Okay, now this shape is perfect. Okay, now okay, tap on that. Okay, let's go here, tap on the shape we just did right now. Now copy and copy again. We need a tree, so now we have three duplicates. Now tap the main, like the circle, that's the second duplicate. Let's go to position, increase it to max so you can move it. As you can see, we are just moving it so that it's not going to go under the first one. Okay, so now reduce the move. So okay, so okay, so it's supposed to look like this. Okay, let's adjust it more. Go to position and then okay, this is perfect now. Now go to the third duplicate, so as you can see just by tapping here. Do the same thing again but under the two, so it's directly under the other two circles. So yeah, this should move the move. So now get up a little bit. Okay, now this middle, adjust it so that it's directly in the middle of the two rectangles. So let's move it now. Okay, let's move it one more. Okay, so tapping here so that we'll adjust it more. Okay, now this is perfect. As you can see from it, this is how you're only supposed to look. Now let's merge these three rectangles. See, so now what to do, we're gonna copy it. Now we're gonna position it so that it is also in the left, if you understand. So let's increase just to make our work faster. Okay, now reduce the size. Okay, now to make it more best, now go to, just tap good for now. Now go to crop. Now tap this triangle that is here. As you can see, tap the triangle so that it flips. What I mean is so that it will look more accurate. You might not understand what I'm saying now, but later on you will understand. So let's just okay, we just need to position it perfectly. Okay, now this is good. So now let's merge these two again. One merge to make our work faster. Because we want to color this right now. We want to color it to black also. So as you can see, if you do one by one, it will take more time. So the next step to do now is to add our texts. Like, mine now, I have to put graphic designer in, like, okay, let's delete this one. I have to put graphic designer here, while I'll put animator here. So I'll put animator here. So the way I'll do that right now is to tap my text, put it in the middle. Now let's tap the icon again. Okay, tap it and tap the pencil. So we want to change text also again. We want to put the text now. So graphic designer. So all of them supposed to be capital letters. So you can do that. So just graphic designer. So let's press OK. Now this is how it's supposed to be. Just drag it a little bit more in the middle. Now to bend it so it's exactly inside the circle between the two circles. Now go to your, so now what you do now, you see somewhere called curve. As you can see, curve. Tap curve and then increase. As you can see, this is how your own is supposed to look like. So our aim now is to like make it inside the circle. Okay, okay, perfect. Now as you can see, I'll go to position, just like aim so that it's in the center. That's our aim now. Okay, now this is good. This is good. This is great. Oh, forgot something. Let's change the font. Let's change the font. You can use any font of your choice. So mine, I'm using one of my own choice. Romatics, I think is here. But you can use any font of choice. It doesn't necessarily have to be my own. Okay, so this is it. So let's just position it. Okay. Okay, then the curve has changed a little bit. So let's, okay. Now go to position. Right. Now engage it more inside the circle, but make sure it's also in the middle. So the next step is to copy it. Okay. Now go to, okay, this one of any wraps. So what I'm gonna do, want to change the, want to change the text to so now. So let's change it. You can use any of your choice. So anything you feel like you want to use. So mine is animation. So let's do something like that. I want to go back to the curve. As you can see, trying to make it more perfect, more perfect. So trying to position it. Just trying to check if this is enough. Okay, I think this is. So let's increase. Let's go to position and do this well. So okay, this is good. Now the spacing. Yeah, also forgot that the spacing. You see where they call spacing. So spacing. Tap spacing and then increase it also to about, okay, let's put this in 12. So key like this. So now let's position it so it makes more sense. Okay, and also do that for the graphic designer. So remember spacing, 12. Okay, now let's position it well. Okay, let's change the curve, right? So it's actually affected the curve. Okay, let's increase it. Okay, this is good. This is great. It's great. Also the animator, the curve, don't forget. So we have to position them well. Okay, now this is good. As you can see, now let's merge these two. Merge it. As you can see, let's pause. So now what you're going to do, we're going to change the color now. Change the color to black also. So this is the way you're supposed to be. So you can see how it's looking nice now, very nice. But we can't leave it all like this. We have to make it more realistic and everything. So the next step now is to tap the JB. As you can see, I'll be the JB, that's the key. Let's tap the JB. So now this is our JB. Now look for where they call texture. Okay, I found it. But tap texture, tap the icon. Now I'm going to leave in the description where you can buy some of these. So I'm going to leave in the description. You can buy this three, this one, two, and three. So I'm going to leave in the description where you can buy this. I'm going to send this picture to you guys. So tap the ash one because it's the ash we're going to use for the J. Now just tap ash one. Not good. Oh, let me have something. Okay. So if that type of thing comes up in your own, so guys, let's continue. Sorry for pausing. I had something to attend to. So the next step, you can see. Now let's continue from what I see that if your own appears the way I did, so just tap the shapes. As you can see now, from one of the like the left upper edge, tap it in between the J or something that you know that is in the middle. Change the color to black. We want to increase this to the ending. Why I did that, so that it serves as a medium, so that you know that, so that the two can actually merge together, so that they can form a shape, like they can form a PNG on its own, like an image on its own. So it adds more, like more texture to it or something. So let's tap texture again and try it. Now as you can see, now if tap this, watch how it will work right now. So as you can see, this is how you want your own to look like. So as you can see, I put my own scale 130. You can copy that, or you can do any of your own. So now the next stage now is to tap the circle like this one, our amazing logo circle. Now tap that and tap texture again. Now don't worry about this one, as you can see, because we have made many merges with that circle, so it won't do the same way. So now tap brown, and when you tap brown, as you can see, now tap good. Wow. Okay. Okay, that one was my fault. So okay, yeah, we forgot to merge these two. Forgot to merge that too. That's why it did like that. We forgot to merge the three lines with the circle. So that's why I did like that. So let's go back to the texture and check whether it will do like that again. Because I'm confident that it won't do like that again. So let's try it. Okay, as you can see, now this is perfect. Already in 100. So 100 is where you're supposed to aim. So the next step is the graphic designer. Tap the graphic designer also. Now the graphic designer has another texture of his own, so you have to do that. Now it's not in download. Actually, I formed the PNG by myself using this amazing app PIXELLAB. As you can see, I formed it by myself. This is what we're gonna use. Okay, let's do this as well. Okay, it didn't do for some reason. Okay. I realized why. Remember, we have to do the same thing for this one. So let's go back to shapes again. Tap in back. So let's look at a way that we can increase the size. So you can put it in any one of your choice. Okay, now let's merge it. So this one and this one. Yeah. I know this can be sometimes frustrating, but I pray that, because I think that maybe by next year, I pray that this PIXELLAB application will be, yeah, upgraded so that it's more better. So this is good right now. So tap good, as you can see. Now this is your aim, as you can see from how we changed it before. So I'm going to try the next step now. So next step is to tap this JB. You want to add it to make it more looking like 3D. So what to do now? Enter emboss. So let's demonstrate where that is, right? Emboss. Enable it. So as you can see how it adds more light to it. So tap. So let's look for the perfect place to put, because in our background there's like it looks, it adds more effect to it. Like this, it's just as if it's on spotlight, as if this our logo is on spotlight, right? So we have to make it look as if the lighting is coming from up. So let's put it to 78 first. So now don't increase it to the max because it's too bright. So you can put it here. Okay, now this reduce it a little bit. Okay, let's say 55 is okay. Specular hardness. Okay, we have to add more light into it, so let's put it in 28. Now bevel, put it in 20. So this is good. Now for the circle shape, so we have to put, also do this emboss, increase. Okay, now this is perfect. Okay, intensity, you don't put intensity too much. Amber light a little bit. Specular hardness, something like, okay, let's move it this side a little bit. Now I better remember, put this one in like XA3. This is okay. So now remember the graphic design, also do the same thing, but in this case now put in, now let's go to 3D shape. Now increase it, as you can see how it does right now, but let's put the depth now in 4. So it's okay in 4. Darken a little bit, so let's put it in 50. Now this is okay. So next step is to tap your shadow, increase like the shadow. Blur is supposed to be 10, minus 5, and 2. So this is how we're going to do our shadows. So let's do it all of them. So remember, so let's go to shadow, increase 10, minus 5, and 2. So remember, okay, we have done that. So let's do this. Okay, we're in JB now. Remember, shadow, okay, 10, minus 5, and 2. So now this is perfect. So now the next step is to merge all these layers together. So now enter shadow again and enable it. So it makes more thick, but don't worry, because we're using the blur a little bit to make it more. Okay, let's reduce it. So let's say 10 is okay. So remember, minus 5, and then offset it to. So now tap good. As you can see how it's looking nice now. So this is what we're going to aim for. So let's enter emboss. Let's just change it a little bit so it looks more realistic and everything. So just try my best to make it look more cool and amazing, if you understand. Bevel, okay. Okay, so now this is awesome. Now this is awesome. Now go tap. Okay, let's look it. Now tap this place. There's ones that look like two pictures. As you can see. Now enter from gallery. Now remember the things I showed you. So let's enter downloads now. Now remember these pictures. Now the next step now is to add this one. This is going to be our background. So tap it. As you can see what I mean, as you can see from the lighting around this area, it is showing that as if it's on spotlight. So that is why I was like trying to make the lighting of the logos on top, so that it's as if it is directly facing the light, as you can see. Now tap this and reduce the size a little bit so that it doesn't be bigger than the screen. So okay, this is good. Okay, now we are done, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Now if you want to save, just tap here, tap that, and tap save as image. As you can see, tap save as image. Now see format, do it to PNG because I don't want it to be in JPG or something. Now dimension, to make it ultra clear or something like that, to make it very clear. Now put it in ultra, as you can see. Now tap save to gallery finally. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.